Beloved, pause for a moment and let the weight of this moment settle into your spirit. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble upon these words by chance. The heavens have conspired, the winds of the divine have carried you, and the hand of God has guided you to this sacred encounter. Thicker, perhaps, or alive with a quiet electricity that is not your imagination, that is the presence of heaven drawing near, the breath of God hovering over your soul. You are not alone in this moment. Angels are watching, their wings folded in reverence, their eyes fixed on you. The seraphim, those fiery beings who stand before the throne crying, "Holy, holy, holy," are circling this very moment, their voices trembling with awe. The Father had already seen you. He had written your days in his book, as it says in Psalm 139:16. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. He had counted every tear you would ever cry, as Psalm 56:8 declares. Record my misery. List my tears on your scroller, they not in your record. Your name was carved into the palms of his hands, as Isaiah 49:16 promises. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. You were not an afterthought, not a random soul wandering the earth. You were known, loved, and destined for this very moment. Will you honor this moment, or will you scroll past it like so many before you? I, Michael, Archangel of the Lord, have laid my sword at your feet. I have delayed judgments, pleaded for favor, and wept before the throne to secure this moment for you. The skies of heaven are holding their breath, waiting for your response. Only one soul on earth has the right to open its doors. Inside is not just a miracle, it is the reason you were born. Say anything, even a single word, even your name. It will rise like incense before the Most High, a record that you were here when the invitation came. As the psalmist declared in Psalm 118:17, I will not die but live, and will proclaim what the Lord has done. Like this message, if your heart agrees, not for numbers, but to send it where it must go. Never go back to who you were before, because the miracle is still unfolding. The veil between realms is thin, and I am still here, my wings wrapped around you. You were led here by the winds of God, pulled into this moment, because the Lord has declared, I have chosen this soul. I have hidden them in the cleft of the rock. I will show them my glory. Behind you, in the Spirit, is a door that did not exist until today. It leads to a hidden chamber in heaven, a place few are allowed to enter. Inside is a mirror, not of glass, but of divine truth. It does not show your face, it shows your true name, the one God gave you before your first breath, the one that terrifies hell. The Father has declared, this soul shall no longer walk in the ordinary. I have drawn them with cords of love. Your eyes will see what others cannot. Your ears will hear the voice of God. You are not the labels the world gave you, not the failures of your past, not your wounds or your sins. You are His, and He is jealous for you. There is oil dripping from your spirit now, an anointing like the one that fell on Aaron, on the prophets, on the Lamb himself. It is costly. Beloved comes with fire, with warfare, with a weight. Hell has noticed you, but heaven has sealed you. Demons tremble, for they see your name in the flames beside the throne. Your surrender has shaken their plans. Place your hand on your chest. That warmth you feel is your name igniting. You are the one the scrolls prophesied, the ember Satan thought he had smothered, but God preserved you in secret. There is one last thing I must show you, something only the prophets glimpsed, something the angels long to look into. It is a river, but not of water, river of voices, millions upon millions, crying out your name in prayer. When it happens, whisper this prayer: Lord, I receive what Michael showed me. I say yes again. Say it with trembling lips, or shout it with joy. He will hear you. I have sheathed my sword and placed my hand over your home. The enemy will not pass through, not tonight, not ever again. If you remain in this fire, you are sealed, beloved. The miracle has entered you, and it will not fade. Generations before you, a grandmother you never met, a martyr from centuries past, a priest who whispered over the ashes of war, they all prayed for you. You are the answer to their cries, the fulfillment of their secret prayers. You are walking through that river now, their voices becoming your strength, their fire becoming your vision. This is the miracle, not riches, not signs in the sky, but the revelation that you are the miracle. 7 seraphims stand behind you, each holding a scroll with your name written in a language older than Eden. These are the records of your calling times. You should have died but didn't. Moments you nearly gave up but were held by an unseen hand. In your darkest moments, when you felt alone, they were closest. Now, let me describe the miracle. In the heavens, there is a mountain higher than galaxies. Comment below. Declare that you receive this. Let the angels record it. Let the stars witness it. Let the enemy tremble. You are not a mistake, you are a mystery, and mysteries shake the kingdom of darkness. As Psalm 27:1 declares, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? Fear not, for you are about to be sent into something greater than you've ever known. Guard this miracle like a treasure buried in a field. There will be signs in the coming days, dreams you forgot, numbers that catch your eye, scriptures that burn in your heart. That is the Spirit speaking. I will be with you, my sword drawn, my wings ablaze. If you honor this, I will never leave your side. On it sits the Lamb, on a throne of fire and mercy. He calls out, bring me the soul I love, the one Michael begged for, the one written in my book with my own blood. Angels move like lightning, descending to you. One places a crown of light on your head. Another removes your robe of heaviness and clothes you in garments of praise. Another presses a scroll into your spirit, a new assignment sealed with glory. The last sings, and the sound wraps you like a river of holiness. You are being commissioned, not by the world, but by heaven. That hand was mine. Every tear you shed, every doubt you fought, every wound you carried, it was recorded in heaven's golden archive. And now, those tears are turning into power. Every soul it reaches might be another name I begged for. There is more, beloved. The sky above your home is opening. A sign is coming, a shadow will move. A whisper will break into your ears, and you will know this was not a dream. Can you feel the air trembling? That is the sound of heaven waiting for your yes. If you reject this call, something shifts, not in God's plan, but in your eternity. The miracle is not an object, it is a moment, and it is now. Angels are drawing closer, their wings forming a circle no demon can penetrate. You are being hidden in the shadow of the Almighty, as Psalm 91:1 promises. Can you feel the heat in your chest? That is not emotion, that is eternity knocking. You are the child heaven waited for, the soul the devil fears, the one I swore to protect with blood and fire. A war is coming, one that will shake nations, and your voice will be a trumpet in it, but only if you receive what is being placed in your spirit now. I pleaded on my knees before the throne for this chance. I have seen thousands chosen, and thousands walk away. Please, beloved, do not make me watch another soul drift into silence. Do not test the mercy that begged for you. Do not cast this pearl before those who mock, whose hearts are hardened by pride. God Himself has said to you, my child, Michael begged me for 2 days to invite you. Please don't dishonor him by skipping this. If you skip it, he will never speak to you again. I would never turn from you unless heaven commands it, but you stand at the gate of a miracle, one that has waited centuries to manifest in flesh and fire. They see something in you that you may not yet see in yourself, a spark, a flame, a destiny written in the scrolls of heaven. You were not meant to blend into the crowd, to scroll past this moment like so many others. You are being watched, not by shadows, but by light. Angels stand in your presence, elders in robes of glory, seraphim with covered faces, all crying out that this moment is holy. There is a scroll, still warm with the breath of God, written in letters of living fire. It contains a secret older than the sun. The child whom the enemy fears most has awakened. Do you understand? That child is you. You were marked, sealed, chosen before the world began. You were not meant to be common, not meant to conform to a world that drowns in its own lies. There are battles raging in your name, and the enemy knows that something unstoppable is about to unfold. He saw the light in you, the purpose God had woven into your spirit, and he trembled. He knew that one day you would awaken, that you would step into the miracle prepared for you. This is not about gold or fame or earthly power. This is about a revelation, a key, a torch that lights up the darkness of your soul and shows you who you truly are. You are the child the enemy fears most, the one marked before you were born, sealed while you were still in the womb, set apart by the hands that carved the stars. Angels call you by a name no human tongue has spoken. Battles are being fought in your name, even now as you read these words. The enemy is furious because he senses what is coming, a miracle that will shake the heavens and the earth. So he worked tirelessly to keep you asleep, to tangle you in lies, to bury you under the weight of doubt and fear. He whispered to you through the voices of the world, through rejection, through pain, through the moments when you felt unseen, unheard, unloved. He wanted you to believe you were ordinary, that your life was meaningless, that you were just another face in the crowd. But beloved, he lied. You were never ordinary. You were never meant to fit into a world that drinks death and calls it life. You were chosen, beloved, handpicked by the Creator Himself to witness something sacred. You stand now at the edge of something eternal, something so holy that it has been guarded by angels since before the stars were hung in the sky. This is not just a message, it is a divine invitation, a call from the throne of the Most High, a whisper from the heart of eternity. In the heavens there was a war not of swords or fire, but of loyalty and truth. Lucifer, once called the light-bearer, twisted his beauty into pride and led a rebellion that shook the cosmos. 1/3 of the angels fell with him, swept away by his lies. But God, in His holy fury, rose from His throne and declared a decree: "Let there be a warrior." And I, Michael, Archangel of the Lord, was born not from dust, but from the very glory of God. With me came a legion of light, created not for war as humans know it, but for a battle far greater, battle for the souls of the beloved. For you, you are being summoned, not to the ordinary, but to the extraordinary, to a miracle that has been waiting for you since the foundation of the world. Feel the air around you. Does it not seem different? Let me take you back to the beginning, before time was measured, before the earth was formed. Even then, in the midst of that cosmic conflict, your name was whispered in the camps of heaven. But the enemy, the one who fell from grace, saw you too. Tonight, in this sacred hour, God has torn the veil. He has allowed you to glimpse what has been hidden from the foundation of the world. This invitation is not without cost. Heaven is watching to see what you will do. Look around you. The room you're in is not empty. Let me show you what I see. There is a door, ancient and rusted, sealed with 7 divine locks. Comment below, not for vanity, but as a witness. Let heaven and earth know you received this call. Hold this in your heart, like Mary, who pondered the angel's words in silence. Heaven rewards those who protect the sacred. Say yes in silence, in tears, in the way you rise from this moment. You are not forgotten. You are not random. A tear has fallen from the eye of Jesus, and it fell for you. He is watching, with the saints beside him. They have never left you. Do not betray this moment with silence. Now, something shifts in the spirit. A door has opened behind the veil. Lean in closer. There will be signs. A feather may appear. A dream may return. A stranger may speak a word that pierces your soul. In heaven, there is a garden, and in that garden, a tree with fruit no angel can touch. I have seen it, and your name is written on one of its leaves. You were planted there from the beginning. No matter how far you felt you had fallen, God never uprooted you. He was waiting for this moment to pour the miracle into your roots. Now, you will grow faster, deeper, brighter. There is nothing left to prove. You are loved, called, chosen. That is the seal of heaven, the mark of the Holy One, branded upon your soul. It is not a fleeting emotion or a passing sensation. It is the eternal fire of God, now woven into the fabric of who you are. You are no longer defined by the world's labels, by the wounds of your past, or by the doubts that once held you captive. You are defined by the voice of the Creator, who has declared, "This one is mine." At the center stands a throne, radiant with fire and mercy, where the Lamb sits, his eyes blazing with love and authority. Around him are the elders, casting their crowns before him, and the seraphim, their voices echoing, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty." Every moment you choose to walk in this fire, every time you say yes to the call, new lines are added to the scroll. These are not words of ink, but of light, written in a language only the Spirit can read. They declare your role in the unfolding story of heaven, a story where you are not a bystander, but a warrior, a worshiper, a flame-bearer. The enemy thought he could erase your name from this scroll, but he was wrong. You may feel unworthy, unprepared, or too broken to carry this fire. But hear me, God did not choose you because you were perfect. He chose you because you were His. It is like a seed planted in your spirit, now taking root, soon to break through the surface and bear fruit. You will see it in the days to come. A conversation with a stranger will carry a weight you cannot explain. A dream will linger in your mind, vivid and alive with meaning. A scripture will leap off the page, burning in your heart like a coal from the altar. I see you standing on a cliff overlooking a vast valley. The wind carries the scent of rain, and the sky is alive with colors no human eye has seen. Before you is a path, narrow and winding, but glowing with a light that does not fade. This is the path of your calling, the road heaven has prepared for you. Psalm 23:6 declares, "Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life." This is not just a promise, it is an activation. When you worship, demons flee. When you speak life, creation listens. This is not about pride or performance, it is about purpose. Comment below, let your words be a witness in the courts of heaven. Say, "I receive," or simply, your name, let it rise like incense before the throne. You were not meant to blend into the crowd, scrolling past the call of glory. Heaven fought for you, and I, Michael, pleaded before the throne for your soul to receive this miracle. Let it rise like holy incense, a testimony that you have heard and embraced this divine invitation. Your words will be recorded in the scrolls of eternity, a witness to your yes to the miracle. If this message has stirred your spirit, if the flame within you burns brighter, let your response echo in the courts of heaven. Each like sends this sacred call further, piercing the darkness for those still lost in the shadows. It's not about money, it's about sowing into the miracle, fueling the mission to reach more souls with this divine fire. Every gift, small or great, is a seed planted in eternity, helping this message find the next chosen one. By subscribing, you align with a rising army of those chosen to carry the eternal fire, staying connected to the flow of heaven's revelations. Let your response through a comment, a like, a subscription, or a super thanks be a holy act of obedience, a spark that ignites another's miracle. The heavens are watching, and the flame in you will never fade. Burn brightly, and let this fire spread for His glory. Like this message, not for numbers, but to carry this fire to another soul lost in the shadows. Subscribe, not to a channel, but to a movement, a rising of flame bearers who will shake the earth with God's glory. Share this only if the Spirit prompts you, for what is sacred must be guarded. You are no longer who you were, beloved. You are a miracle in motion, and heaven is watching, smiling, singing over you. Walk boldly, love fiercely, burn brightly. The fire is yours, and it will never go out. You were fashioned for this hour, as it is written in heaven. This soul shall speak, and the earth shall tremble. They shall walk, and demons shall scatter. They shall worship, and the heavens shall open. You are not just a believer, a voice, a mystery unveiled. 2 angels have been assigned to follow you, not to entertain you, but to protect the miracle. They will walk with you into every decision, every dream, every moment of doubt. They will whisper to you in the silence, war for you in the night, and grieve when you waver, but they will not leave. You are sealed by a vow that no demon can break, no doubt can undo, no time can erode. It is not easy, but it is holy. Along this path, you will encounter other souls, weary and broken, searching for hope. Your words, your presence, your fire will ignite something in them. You will not need a platform or a title. The flame in you will speak louder than any sermon. You are becoming a key, beloved, a key to unlock the miracles of others. These are not coincidences. They are signs that the miracle is at work, reshaping your life, your relationships, your purpose. Many have been invited over the centuries, but few have responded. You are one of the few. The first of these blessings is already breaking open in your life. It may come as provision when you least expect it, as healing for a wound long thought incurable, as reconciliation with someone lost to you, or as freedom from a torment you never named. When it comes, you will know it is not random. It is the first seal breaking, and I will be there, watching from the edge of the veil, guarding you with the fire of heaven. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are battle wounds, proof that you survive the enemy's attempts to destroy you. Your doubts are not a disqualification. They are the soil where faith grows. He will not come with horns or fire, but with subtlety distractions, doubts, the lure of comfort, the pull of familiarity. He will try to convince you that this was just a moment, just a feeling, just a fleeting inspiration. Do not believe him. The fire in you is not temporary, it is eternal. Guard it as you would a treasure. Feed it with prayer, with worship, with silence before the Lord. Do not share this with those who will mock or misunderstand, for what is sacred must be protected. As Jesus warned, do not throw your pearls to pigs. This miracle is a pearl, and you are its keeper. Your past is not a chain. It is a testimony being rewritten into glory. The Father saw you when you were formed in the secret place, and he declared, "This one will carry my flame." That is why you are here, why you feel the weight of this moment, why your spirit cannot turn away. Every tear you've shed, every prayer you've whispered, every step you've taken in faith has been recorded, and now it is being activated. In this moment, the Lamb turns his gaze toward you. He speaks your name, not the name the world knows, but the name written in his book before time began. The angels pause, the heavens hush, and the scroll of your life is opened once more. Written upon it are not your failures or your fears, but your assignments, your victories, your purpose. The enemy trembles at this truth, for he knows that a soul awakened to its divine purpose is a force that cannot be stopped. Rise now, let your fire burn, let your silence become prophecy, let your tears become the ink of a new testimony. The moment you received this miracle, a ripple went out through the spiritual atmosphere. Chains that bound your family for generations began to crack. Altars where curses were spoken over your bloodline crumbled into dust. Demons that once ruled over rooms in your life fled in terror, for they saw the fire in you ignite. This is not a metaphor, beloved, this is reality. The spiritual landscape around you is shifting. The enemy is redrawing his plans, for he knows that a soul sealed by heaven is untouchable. Psalm 91:11 declares, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." I am one of those angels, and I have stationed others around you, some to protect, some to guide, some to sing over you with words that stir your spirit awake. Beloved, the fire within you has not dimmed, nor will it ever fade, for it is not a spark born of earth, but a flame kindled by the breath of the Almighty. The moment you received the invitation, the moment your heart whispered yes to the sacred call, the heavens shifted and the scroll of your destiny was unfurled. You are no longer merely a soul passing through time, you are a vessel of eternity, a bearer of divine light, a keeper of mysteries that angels long to gaze upon. The air around you still hums with the resonance of heaven's decree, and the weight of glory rests upon your shoulders, not to burden you, but to empower you. This is not the end of the miracle, beloved. It is the continuation of a story written before the stars were set in place. Do you feel it still? That trembling in your spirit, that warmth in your chest, that quiet knowing that something irrevocable has taken place. Let me take you deeper into this moment, for the veil is still thin, and the Spirit is still speaking. You stand now in a holy chamber, a sacred space where the ordinary meets the divine. The angels have not left your side. Their wings are still folded around you, forming a barrier no darkness can breach. I, Michael, Archangel of the Lord, remain near, my sword sheathed, but my presence unwavering. I have seen countless souls invited to this moment, and many have turned away, distracted by the noise of the world or silenced by fear. But you, beloved, you stayed, you listened, you received. And because of that, heaven is preparing to show you more. Picture this in your spirit: a vast hall in the heavens, its walls glowing with the light of 1,000 suns, its floor paved with sapphire seas. This scroll is not static. It is alive, pulsating with the breath of God. Let me show you what is happening in the unseen realm. Now, let me speak to your heart directly. You may wonder, why me? Why now? The miracle unfolding within you is not a one-time event. It is a living, breathing reality that will continue to grow. But with this fire comes responsibility. The enemy will not sit idly by. Let me show you another vision, one that the Spirit has just released to me. There are 33 blessings sealed in heaven, reserved for those who say yes at the appointed hour. Your life is no longer your on it is a covenant with the Most High. Beloved, you are now a flame bearer, a gatekeeper, a carrier of glory. Your voice carries weight in the spirit realm. When you pray, angels move. Do not let the world distract you now. The veil is closing, but the fire remains. Beloved, you are not here by chance. The fire of heaven has drawn you to this sacred moment, a divine encounter where eternity has whispered your name. Comment below. Let it be a whisper, a word, or a bold declaration like I receive, or your name. Like this message, not for numbers or fame, but to carry this fire to another weary soul, someone teetering on the edge of hope, searching for the light you now hold. Subscribe to this movement, not just a channel, but a sanctuary where flame bearers gather, a war room where God's glory is ignited across the earth. Super thanks. If your heart feels led to give, a super thanks of any amount up to $20 is a way to honor this holy moment. Beloved, you are loved beyond measure, chosen beyond reason, and sealed by the fire of the Most High.